What if the very thing you're drinking to protect your kidneys could actually become dangerous when you drink too much of it? You fill your bottle. You drink throughout the day. You may even believe that the clearer your urine becomes, the healthier your kidneys must be. But what if that belief is wrong? After 50, your body may handle water differently than it did years ago. And in one surprising situation, drinking too much water can disrupt something your kidneys work incredibly hard to protect: your sodium balance. Imagine a man named Robert. He's in his 60s, active, health-conscious, and determined to do everything he can to protect his kidneys. So he starts drinking glass after glass of water. He carries a large bottle everywhere and makes sure he finishes it, even when he isn't thirsty. At first, Robert feels proud of himself. He believes he's doing exactly what a healthy person should do. But then, one afternoon, something changes. He develops a headache. He feels unusually tired. Then he notices that he's a little unsteady and confused. What happened? The answer involves something most people rarely think about when they hear the word hydration: sodium. Your kidneys help maintain a delicate balance between water and electrolytes, including sodium. When someone consumes far more water than the body can remove, the extra water can dilute sodium in the bloodstream. This condition is called hyponatremia, and severe cases can become dangerous because water can move into cells, including cells in the brain. Now, before you panic and decide to stop drinking water, there's an important distinction. For most healthy adults, drinking water normally is not a problem. Your body needs fluids every day, and adequate hydration supports normal kidney function. The problem is the belief that more is always better. There is no universal rule saying every person needs exactly 8 glasses or a gallon of water every day. Your needs can change with your age, activity level, climate, illness, medications, and overall health. And this matters even more after 50. Certain medications and health conditions can change how your body handles water. Some people with advanced kidney disease may even need to limit fluids because their kidneys cannot remove enough water. So how do you know when your hydration habits deserve a second look? That's where the story gets even more interesting, because one everyday sign and one common drinking habit can reveal whether you're simply staying hydrated or pushing your body too far. So what should you actually watch for if you're trying to stay hydrated without overdoing it? Start with something surprisingly simple: how you feel. If you've been drinking enormous amounts of water and suddenly feel nauseated, unusually tired, develop a headache, or notice confusion, muscle cramps, or unusual weakness, don't simply assume you need another glass. Those symptoms can have many causes, but significant changes after excessive water intake deserve attention. And there's another clue people often misunderstand: urine color. You may have heard that completely clear urine is the ultimate sign of perfect hydration. But your urine doesn't need to look like water all day. Urine color can vary for many reasons, including food, medications, supplements, and how recently you drank. So instead of chasing perfectly clear urine, think about your overall pattern. Here's where Robert made his mistake. He wasn't drinking because he was thirsty. He was drinking because he was afraid of becoming dehydrated. Every hour, he checked his bottle. Every bathroom trip became another reason to think, I should drink more. That changed hydration from something his body regulated naturally into a number he felt he had to beat. And this is a common pattern, turning a healthy habit into a competition. Your kidneys are remarkably good at adjusting urine concentration and helping maintain fluid balance, but they have limits. If someone consumes a very large amount of water over a short period, the body may not be able to get rid of it quickly enough. Blood sodium can fall, sometimes dangerously. The risk is not simply drinking water, it's drinking more than your body can safely process, especially in a short period of time. That distinction matters. Now, there's another mistake that becomes especially important as we get older: Some people don't drink too much because they're obsessed with hydration. They drink too much because they're trying to compensate for something else. Maybe they exercise in hot weather. Maybe they take medication that affects fluid balance. Maybe they've been told to drink more because of kidney stones. Or maybe they simply believe that if water is good for the kidneys, extra water must be even better. But your body isn't a bucket you should keep filling. It's a constantly changing system. And one everyday habit can make that system much harder to manage than you realize. That habit involves how quickly you drink, not just how much you drink. And that's where the story of Robert takes an unexpected turn. Robert had another habit he thought was helping. Instead of sipping water throughout the day, he sometimes realized late in the afternoon that he hadn't finished his bottle, so he would drink a large amount all at once. Then he'd do it again after his walk. Then again in the evening. To him, the total seemed reasonable. But the body doesn't experience hydration as a simple daily score. Timing matters. Your kidneys continuously adjust how much water leaves your body in urine. They respond to what you drink, what you eat, how much you sweat, and signals from hormones that help control fluid and sodium balance. That's one reason forcing large amounts of water into your system quickly isn't a smart hydration strategy. And there's another reason this becomes important after 50. As we age, thirst can become less reliable for some people. Certain medications, health conditions, and changes in kidney function can also affect fluid balance. That means some older adults may need to pay attention to regular fluid intake, while others may have been specifically told by their healthcare team to restrict fluids. So there is no single perfect amount of water that works for everybody. That's one of the biggest myths we need to leave behind. You may hear someone say, "I drink a gallon every day because that's what healthy people do." But your neighbor's hydration routine is not automatically your hydration routine. Your needs may be different because of your activity level, climate, diet, medications, kidney function, heart health, or other medical conditions. And please pay attention to medications. Some medicines can affect your kidneys or change how your body handles fluids and electrolytes. Diuretics, for example, increase urine production. Other medications may require special attention to kidney function or electrolyte levels. This doesn't mean you should stop a medication or change your water intake on your own. It means your doctor or pharmacist should know about the full picture. There's also a second trap, trying to flush out your kidneys. You may have seen products or social media advice promising to cleanse your kidneys with huge amounts of water, special drinks, or detox routines. Your kidneys already have a job, filtering your blood and helping regulate fluid and electrolytes. They don't need a dramatic cleanse. What they need is support. And now we're getting close to the most important part of this entire conversation. Because the real danger isn't just drinking too much water. For some people, the bigger problem is having kidneys that can no longer remove fluid normally. And when that happens, the advice can completely change. This is where hydration advice gets turned upside down. If your kidneys are healthy, your body has powerful systems for keeping water and sodium in balance. But when kidney function becomes significantly impaired, that balance can become much harder to maintain. A person with advanced kidney disease may produce less urine and have trouble removing extra fluid. In that situation, drinking more and more water isn't necessarily protective. Extra fluid can build up in the body, depending on the person's condition and medical treatment. That can contribute to swelling, shortness of breath, rapid weight changes, or increased blood pressure. This is why someone with significant kidney disease, heart failure, or certain other conditions may receive a specific fluid recommendation from their healthcare team. And that recommendation might be very different from the advice given to a healthy, active person. So please don't hear this video and think, "I need to drink less water." That is not the message. The message is, stop assuming that more is always better. There's a huge difference between healthy hydration and forcing fluids beyond what your body needs. Think of your kidneys like a smart water management system. When everything is working well, They can adjust how concentrated your urine is and help keep your internal environment stable. But if the system is under strain, or if another medical condition is affecting fluid balance, you may need a personalized plan. And there's one more important issue for people over 50. Kidney problems can sometimes develop quietly. You may feel perfectly normal while changes are happening in kidney function. That's why routine medical care matters. A healthcare professional can check things you cannot measure simply by looking at your urine or counting glasses of water. Blood tests can assess markers of kidney function, while urine testing can look for signs such as albumin or other abnormalities. And if you have high blood pressure or diabetes, keeping those conditions well managed is especially important because both can contribute to kidney disease. Now let's bring this back to something practical. You don't need to spend your day measuring every sip. You don't need to chase perfectly clear urine. And you definitely don't need to force down a huge amount of water because someone online promised it would flush your kidneys. Instead, you need a hydration routine that fits your body and your medical situation. So what does that look like in real life? In the final part, I'll give you a simple way to think about hydration every day and the warning signs that mean it's time to stop guessing and talk with your healthcare professional. What if one of the healthiest habits you've been told to follow could actually become a problem when you take it too far? You drink water all day. You carry a bottle everywhere. You may even tell yourself, I need to drink more for my kidneys. But here's the surprising part. Your kidneys don't simply need more water, they need the right balance of water. And after 50, that balance can become more complicated. Imagine a man named Robert. He's in his 60s, active, health-conscious, and determined to protect his kidneys. So he starts drinking glass after glass of water. He's heard that clear urine means perfect hydration, so he keeps drinking until his urine is almost completely colorless. At first, it sounds like a healthy habit. Then something changes. Robert starts feeling unusually tired. He develops a headache. He feels unsteady and even a little confused. So what happened? The answer involves something most people rarely think about when they hear the word hydration, sodium. Your kidneys help maintain the balance between water and electrolytes, including sodium. When someone consumes far more water than the body can remove, that extra water can dilute sodium in the bloodstream. In severe cases, this can become dangerous because water can move into cells, including cells in the brain. Now, don't let this make you afraid of drinking water. For most healthy adults, normal hydration is important and supports everyday kidney function. The real problem is believing that more is always better. There is no single number of glasses that works perfectly for everyone. Your needs can change depending on your age, activity level, climate, illness, medications, and overall health. And this becomes especially important after 50. Certain medications and health conditions can change the way your body handles fluids. People with advanced kidney disease or kidney failure may even be advised to limit fluids because their kidneys cannot remove enough water. So the goal isn't to drink as much as possible. It's to give your body the amount of fluid it actually needs. Think about hydration as balance, not competition. You don't need to carry a giant bottle and constantly force yourself to finish it. You don't need to chase perfectly clear urine. And you shouldn't change your fluid intake dramatically if your doctor has given you specific instructions. Instead, pay attention to your body, your health conditions, your medications, and the advice of your healthcare professional. And remember Robert, he thought protecting his kidneys meant drinking more and more. What he eventually learned was much simpler. Healthy habits are not about doing more. They're about doing the right amount, consistently. If you found this helpful, consider following the channel and subscribing for more simple, practical health information designed for life after 50. And before you go, watch our next video about another everyday habit that many people believe is good for their kidneys, but may actually be putting them under unnecessary stress. Your kidneys work for you every day. Give them the balance they need.